I'm not late, Dean. It's 9:58, bro. I'm not late. Man, when I'm early, you guys say I'm late, man. What's up with that? What's good? 10 p.m. game. 10 p.m. Sixers Trailblazers. 10 p.m. Sixers Trailblazers. Only real sickos. Only real sickos. Not the percentage of people that catch the clips on Bleacher Report or whatever the next morning and try to jump in the conversation. You know what I mean? Be like, what do you mean he was trash? He had 15 and 10 or something like that, you know? Only real sickos, man. Hey, what's good? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. What's up? NZ for 3. What is good? Bucket Getter 215. Long-time subscribers of the channel, man. What's going on? William Irvine, member of the channel. Shout out to the Birds also, putting up a 40-piece on the bum-ass Cowboys. Yeah. Dean, it's 3 a.m. there. Where are you at? Are you in Australia also, man? I feel like I got a lot of Australian fans. Ever since the Ben Simmons days, I feel like. Oh, man. We are drinking a Monster at 10 p.m. Not advised. Not encouraged to partake in this type of behavior. But if I'm going to make it through the fourth quarter, this is what must happen. This is what must happen. You said Aaron Gordon is injured? I think he was on the probable. I think he was listed as probable earlier today. Joel Embiid was listed as questionable with a foot sprain / sinus fracture, but he's playing. You know, the Sixers are trying to inch closer to 500, and they know as well as everybody that they are not going to get there if they don't have Joel Embiid on the floor. And Paul George and Tyrese Maxey. And so we got all three of them again. Again, at the beginning of the season, it felt like it was never going to happen. It just felt like it was never going to happen. It was such a debacle the beginning of this season. This is, you know, we went through hell in end of October, all of November, and some of December to be where we are right now. And sadly, Jared McCain was sacrificed for the greater good. Damn, I wish we still had Jared McCain on the floor, man. Who thought we would have a chance to get to $500? Dude, I was so negative, it was unbelievable. And I got a couple friends in my local area, and one of them texts me every time they win, because a month and a half ago, he was like, bro, chill. As soon as they get Embiid and Paul George on the floor, they'll start to win some games. And I was like, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. And now every time they win, he just texts me the eyes emoji, like the looking emoji, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right. I was a little emotional, but it was a very disappointing start to the season. What do you expect from me, you know? What do you expect from me? What do you expect from me? Joel is playing, yes. We should have sacrificed Lowry. If we had the choice, that's what we would have done. Let's see. What did I say? I asked Dean where he's from. Did he answer that? Bradford, England. Shout out to that, bro. How do you end up watching a Sixers game at 3 o'clock in the morning in Bradford, England? How do you even get it on your broadcast over there? You got NBA League Pass, huh? Is anybody in your area like, dude, what are you talking about? You're watching an NBA game at 3 o'clock in the morning. Does anybody think you're crazy for that? I would think you're crazy for that if you watched at 3 o'clock in the morning over here. I would think you're crazy if you watched it at 10 p.m. like we are. Jeremy Grant is not playing. Oh, well. It's the only Blazers player I had in my photo library on Canva. I think I have Malcolm Brogdon and Jeremy Grant. I think those are the two Blazers players I have in the folder. And so I just put them on there. I assumed he was playing, but the Blazers are in full-on tank mode. Maybe McCain comes back for playoffs. Alex, member of the channel, was good. Maybe McCain comes back for playoffs. That would be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. It would be nice, man. Somebody asked me a crazy question. Where was it at? Oh, he deleted it. Somebody said, "Do you like the Celtics?" And then he deleted it. If you had to follow another team, who would it be? No teams. It would be no teams, man. I don't have it in me. This is in my blood, you know? This is not just me randomly chose to be a Sixers fan. This is in my blood. My mom's side of my family are Philly Italians, and I grew up with crazy Philly sports uncles and it's only me. I grew up liking basketball. They all thought I was weird for it. You know them. You know them real old white guys, hockey fans, you know what I mean? And my camera froze. We're back. What would a Run It Back Philly stream be without that? No, I wouldn't follow another team. I can't do that. But I'm a big fan right now of the Houston Rockets. I like the Houston Rockets right now. I think they rebuilt the right way. I think they made the right moves. I like the way they play the game. Shout out to OKC also, man. You know, they tanked for like 4 years. The NBA didn't punish them for it like they did us. But they made right move after right move after right move. The Sixers made wrong move after wrong move after wrong move after wrong move. You make your thumbnails in Canva. 100%, bro. Canva Pro. I make my thumbnails. I make this overlay that's on the screen right now. I made this in Canva. I made now the Sickos logo I made in Photoshop because I had to make my own font. I believe I made this Maxie McCain t-shirt in Canva. I do everything in Canva, dude. I edit my clips. The clips that you see on Instagram and TikTok. I edit those in Canva. Canva does it all. It's a wonderful program. Let's see. What else you guys talking about in the chat, man? 145 people in here, man. Thanks for being in here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being in here. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's odd waiting till 10 p.m. to watch a game, you know, especially for me, because it's a long day waiting. I'm like, you know, me and my girl were watching Squid Games a couple hours ago, and then I had to drink a Monster and get ready to work. or else I would have probably went to bed. By the way, Squid Game Season 2, man, was on some BS. The way they ended that, man. That was some BS. Anyway, guess we got to wait till Season 3. Amanda Hudson, love listening to you on my phone with the game on one screen and stats on another. You make it much more fun. Hey, thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's cool. That's pretty cool that people open their phone and put me on there and listen to my reactions with what do you do though? Do you mute the broadcast, or you got Kate Scott and Allah yelling about stuff and me? You got a super scripted positive vibe coming from the real broadcast, and then you just got me over here on your phone screaming like a maniac. Great move giving a break to PG-13. Let's build him around Embiid. What does that mean? Bryce, what does that mean? Is Paul George out tonight? Oh, are you talking about when I said, do I need to cut Paul George some slack in that video I posted today? I don't know what that means. Is Paul George playing? You are definitely more entertaining than TV. I do the same. Hey, shout out to that, man. Is Paul George not playing? Is that what you guys are talking about? I'm working overnight at the Wells Fargo Center right now listening to this. I wish we played at home. I'm sitting here watching Disney on Ice practice. Yo! Ramir Johnson, shout out to that, man. You work at the Wells Fargo. What do you mean overnight? Working overnight at the Wells Fargo Center? What the hell are you doing overnight in there? No, Paul George is playing. I thought he was saying the Sixers gave a break to Paul George. I'm like, they better not be giving a break to Paul George. He needs to get it together. He needs to get it together, man. Well, let's pray PG is podcast P. Nah, we need PG to be Paul George now. I did see a clip that Paul George was saying that he loves playing in front of Philly fans. And then he was like, I haven't been playing my best. But I just got back from a hyperextended knee. And I'm going to get better. That's what he said. So we gotta cut him a little bit of slack. He has been impacting the Sixers defense on a level that I feel like I personally don't mention enough. I just can't stand watching him take the ball to the hoop and can't get off the ground. Gets blocked out of bounds by Jaquan Jeffries. You know what I'm saying? Scott, so you were being emotional. I said something about Paul George being good in OKC and you acted like it's a crime. I've heard people say stuff to you and you just laughed it off. Yeah, I remember that comment. That was earlier today, Scott. You said something like, Paul George isn't washed. He was great at OKC. And I said, my reply was simply, that was 10 years ago, LOL. I'm just telling you, who cares if he was good in OKC? It was 10 years ago. You feel me? I need him to be good now, bro. He looks like he can't jump. He's not washed completely. He just can't. He has no athleticism left. Like, I call him just a jump shooter, man. I think he needs to stick to that. That's all I'm saying. I know I change my mind every day. I was like, a week ago, I was like, Paul George needs to play more physical. He needs to get to the rim. No. I saw him try that enough times now, and it's his percentage is probably higher just settling for the jump shot. But we don't really need it. We don't really need too much Paul George ISO and everything, man. Run the game through Maxey and Embiid. Let PG be a catch and shoot guy. I don't really need too much Paul George ISO ball, man. But he does draw a double team. So that works out for us too. There's the tip. Portland has it. I don't hardly know anybody on this team. I do have the roster up in front of me. We'll see if I can. Well, we got a 3-pointer by Anthony Simons. That's to start the game. Portland up 3-0. We can't leave that dude wide open. I remember a couple years ago, Anthony Simons, when he was 19 years old, he dropped a 30-piece on us at 19. There he is again. Tries to get it ahead to Shade and Sharp, and I think it's out of bounds on the Blazers. Late night hoops, let's go. I never know how many people I'm going to have in here on a Monday night after 10 o'clock, but shout out to you guys, man. So you want him to be Tobias? Sure, why not? I want him to be a better shooting Tobias who's way, way, way better on the defensive end and not even in the same stratosphere with his assist abilities. Suv is also on the night shift, man. Hey, glad I can provide you guys with some entertainment while you're working a night shift job, man. We have a challenge 36 seconds into the game. You see this, man. If this keeps up the way this started, I'm going to be still live by the time you guys clock out at 7 in the morning. Whenever you clock out, bro, 6 in the morning, Eastwood's still live. Yeah. Game went into 7 overtimes. There was 45 challenges. I'll be sitting there looking like that SpongeBob meme with the bloodshot eyes. You know what I mean? Oh, man, that would be terrible. What are your thoughts on losing Harden and getting Paul George? You look like you regretted it. Why do I look like I regretted it? Nah, I didn't regret it. I've said before, though, shout out to James Harden for having a good season so far because he finally did what I've been saying, which is get your ass in shape, stop hanging out till 5 in the morning, drinking and partying, and lock in. And I you know what, man? I thought the last season we had him, he was going to do that. He didn't do that. I think he went into this season in LA and he went into this past offseason and he said, they didn't pay Paul George. I'm turning 35. I got to turn up if I want to get another contract or this is my last year. You know what I mean? And I think that motivated him to get back into shape and take it seriously. And I saw an article where James Harden said he's taking his sleep seriously this season. He's on the best sleep schedule of his career as he inches toward 35 years old. So really, I was right the whole time, if you think about it. That's what I was saying the whole time he was here. I'm like, this guy's hungover, dude. There was clearly games where James Harden was well rested. It was easy to see. And then there was clearly games where he was short on sleep and hungover. And then you see photos of him in a nightclub at 5 in the morning and everybody be like, that's not, you're overreacting. That's not, what do you mean I'm overreacting? What do you think the result is of being in a nightclub until 5 in the morning? All I do is speak facts. You know what I mean? That's all I do, man. Almost a steal by Tyrese Maxey. Simons got it back here. I guess the Sixers lost the challenge. Here's DeAndre Ayton. There's a mid-range jump shot by Denny Advia. I forgot about him, man. I thought he still played for the Wizards. Denny Avdia. Joel Embiid in the paint in a double team. I don't know why he threw that up, but here Blazers have a 5-on-4. Avdia back to Simons, over to Avdia. Down low to Ayton, and the Blazers turn it over. I think Joel Embiid's probably cherry picking. Maxey a catch and shoot 3 way early in the shot clock. Joel Embiid an offensive rebound and throws it off the bottom of the backboard. Oh my goodness. And now, dude, Kelly Oubre just had a second steal in a row, and DeAndre Ayton in the paint. He gives the cancel celebration. Paul George down the lane, doesn't get off the ground again, misses another layup, and the Blazers have the ball. Woo! I'm going to need an alcoholic beverage if this continues. What in the hell am I watching? Joel Embiid on the block now. He's double teamed, and he almost turns it over. Kelly Oubre keeps it alive. Caleb Martin, a 3 in the corner splash. Who would have thought Caleb Martin would be saving us at this point? Who would have thought Caleb Martin, man? The last 2 games were amazing for him. And he continues where he left off. Shout out to Caleb Martin. Paul George looked like a clean block on Avdia, and they called a foul way after the play. Number 87. Nick Nurse is yelling at her. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Is it going to be Sixers versus the lady ref again? I don't know. We'll see if she ejects anybody. We'll see if she gets mad and throws anybody out of the game. Listening in from Philly to Charlotte. Listening in from Philly to Charlotte. You're listening to the show in Charlotte and you're from Philly? I got an ulcer on the tip of my tongue. This shit hurts like hell. Vlad, what's going on, man? Where is Thibault? I don't think he's playing. I think Jeremy Grant's out. Matisse Thibault is out. Blazers full-on tank mode. Paul George gets to the elbow, kicks it back out to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey kick out to PG, catch and shoot 3 on the wing. It's off. Five to 3. Anthony Simons for 3 around the screen, back of the rim. Joel Embiid the rebound. Embiid bringing the ball across the floor. No offense needed. No sets needed. Now he kicks it back out to Tyrese. I thought he was going to shoot that. Tyrese back to Joel. Joel drives left. Pump fake. Lefty lay for Joel. Got it. That was that's the mature version of Joel Embiid. A couple of years ago, he would have tried to dunk on the whole team. He's playing a safer game these days. Tyrese Maxey a steal on Avdia. He's running a fast break. He goes right at Anthony Simons and lays it in. And the foul. Coach Lowry on the sideline, high-fiving Tyrese Maxey. Why is Kyle Lowry out? Why is Kyle Lowry out? I must have missed that one. I think he swiped at the ball. Lady ref called the foul from the other side, but we'll take it. Kyle Lowry is out with arthritis management. I think Eric Gordon is listed as active, though. Sixers up 8-5. Anthony Simons. Down to DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton spins, hook shot over Embiid, back of the rim. I remember when DeAndre Ayton was coming out of college, and people were comparing him to Joel Embiid. And Joel took offense to it. And every time they play, Joel Embiid wants to prove that DeAndre Ayton is nowhere close. Yeah, Joel Duncan, man. It does seem like that. You know what I mean? Joel gets a head of steam to the rim, and he's planting his feet and pump faking instead of trying to dunk on everybody. I think he's finally playing finally learning how to play the game to avoid injury. We'll see. We'll see if that works. I mean, It doesn't seem like anything really works. Joel Embiid could be in bubble wrap and he would get hit by an asteroid or something. What did they call there? They called a moving screen on Paul George, an off-ball moving screen? Dude, you never see that called. Did they really call an off-ball moving screen? Wow. Caleb Martin, left wing. He throws it to Embiid, who wasn't looking. He comes up with it somehow. And now we got a foul called here on Tumani Kamara. Tried to rip the ball from Joel Embiid from behind. Lady ref wasn't having that activity. She said, whoa, way too aggressive. Foul. Calm it down. Lady ref's running the show here, man. The two guys are just standing around like, hey, I don't want to be on her bad side. You know how she be in the break room. Paul George, right wing. Right block, I mean. Spin move. Right lay. Tough take from Paul George right there. A little drop step lay-in on Shade and Sharp. I guess that's not a nobody. I felt like Paul George was just attacking, like, not that Shade and Sharp has the size advantage or anything. Denny Avdia lost his balance, flew out of bounds. Sixers have the ball. Kelly Oubre, right-hand lay. Kelly Oubre finish and the foul. Wow, Sixers. I just can't stop thinking about the beginning of the season and how we were losing to all the worst teams in the NBA. And then we got some guys back. And yeah, I mean, we were right. You know, I wasn't really ripping like Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre and those guys. I felt like they were all trying to score when Joel and Paul George were out, and they were all kind of out of position and trying to do more than they should have been asked to do. And so we were saying, you know, when we get our guys back, the role players can settle into what their role is, and everything will look a lot better, and it has. And now we got some Ricky Council minutes here off the bench with I guess Nick Nurse's sixth man of the year, Kyle Lowry, out. So Ricky Council, the first player off the bench here. Sixers up 13-7. Scoot Henderson, man. Was Scoot the second pick behind Wemby? Scoot off his right foot, missed it. DeAndre Ayton the board, no. Sharp has the board, no. No, Sharp is up top. Denny Avdia in the corner for three, rimmed out. Kelly Oubre the rebound. And the Blazers rip it away again. Scoot Henderson throws an alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton. Damn. Felt like we couldn't get a rebound right there. Tyrese Maxey for three. Got it. Let's go, Tyrese. Keep cooking. Tyrese Maxey was named Offensive Player of the Week, by the way. Or just Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Not offensive. Eastern Conference Player of the Week. DeAndre Ayton looked like he was going to square up Joel and then decided not to. Joel's like, yeah, that's not your game, buddy. Scoot Henderson on the right wing. Step back three over Tyrese. That's short. Embiid has the rebound. Throws it all the way down the court to Tyrese and intercepted by Scoot. And now Kamara lays it in on the other end. What a terrible pass, Joel. Why are you throwing the ball into traffic like you're damn Kirk Cousins or somebody? Why are you throwing the ball into traffic like you're Kenny Pickett? Joel Embiid on Ayton, drives left. Hezzy, jumper, fouled. He's going to the free throw line. Is Embiid going to jump for a rebound this season or what? No, I don't think he is, man. Do we want him to jump for a rebound? Last time Joel Embiid jumped for a rebound, I think that's why he's wearing a mask, actually. He got forearmed in the face. They might tell him not to jump. You know what I mean? You know, they got a whole team of sports doctors and stuff trying to extend his career as long as they can. They might be like, listen, just get position on the boards. You know how many meetings they probably had with Joel Embiid with the doctors and, you know, sports scientists and stuff, man? They probably had so many meetings where they're like, listen, Joel, if you want to play for 5 more years, don't jump at all. Don't dunk the ball. Don't jump for a rebound. Don't do anything. Position yourself and stay on the floor. I wouldn't be shocked if that's actually what they've said to him countless times. Paul George drives right, kick back out to Joel Embiid for 3. Splash. Joel Embiid, a 3 from the top of the key. I wonder when he can stop wearing the mask. The mask is probably so annoying. Sixers up 20-13. Scoot Henderson down the lane. And DeAndre Ayton. It looked like an airball floater that Ayton grabbed, or I guess that's an assist. I'm not sure. Tyrese Maxey. Scoot's going to try to D him up. Now he gets stuck on an Embiid screen. Maxey for 3 again. Hits again. Scoot really thought he was going to put the clamps on, and then he ran into a Joel Embiid screen, and that ended that. And Maxey hits the 3 out of it. DeAndre Ayton in the lane. Joel pulls the chair out, but Ayton gets the hook shot there. Kept his balance. Joel trying to pull out the chair. That's interesting. Interesting defensive strategy, Joel. Paul George back to Joel. Joel hand off to Kelly Oubre. A lot of motion in this offense lately, too, versus all of the ISO ball we've been watching. Embiid around Ayton, goes off the glass. That was a pretty weak attempt right there. And then Paul George called for a foul on Kamara. What's his name? Tumani Kamara. Looked like he just fell down. Looked like he just fell down. There you see again, Paul George drawing a double team and kicking it back to Joel Embiid. His value, even when he's shooting terribly, is understated. It is understated. You know, Paul George does affect the game on both ends at a high level, even with his seeming inability to score lately. Scoot Henderson. There's Shaedon Sharpe for 3. Short. Will the Sixers get a rebound? No. It's Kamara with another offensive board. DeAndre Ayton in the paint again. Hook shot over Joel. Got it. This team will run on you, man. Young, hungry players, man. We got to start getting some rebounds here. Tyrese Maxey. At about half court. Screen from Joel. Reggie Jackson is in the game. Kamara tried to run through the Embiid screen. He's called for a foul. I think that's the second one on Kamara in the first quarter. Paul George has 3 fouls already, for real? RIP, face could collapse without the mask. What? Oh, Rip Hamilton. What do you mean his face could collapse? What does that mean? I remember Rip Hamilton wearing a mask forever. I remember he broke his nose that one game, and then he just wore the mask for the rest of his career. I do remember that. What do you mean his face could collapse, though? That sounds pretty crazy. Reggie Jackson minutes. Let's go. The Sixers clearly intentional shooting guard rotation. This offseason, we said, hey, our plan is to sign Reggie Jackson. Scoot Henderson for 3. Man, he is a brick, isn't he? Very good athlete. And I never looked at his percentages, but Oh, that's a bad foul call, lady ref. Come on. Scoot lost the ball and she just called a foul on Yabusele for no reason. Wasn't Scoot in the G League for a year? He didn't play for a college, right? He went to the G League Ignite. Some people were saying they should take him number 1 overall. And he's still coming off the bench. His what, second or third year? Ricky Council, tough take, draws a foul. Ricky Council going to the free throw line. Hot take, Reggie isn't washed. He just doesn't fit our team and system. Hot take, people that say a player isn't washed, they just don't fit, are lying. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? What do you think is more probable? All right, a 35-year-old player not being able to jump anymore, being one of the slowest players on the floor, and just not being able to keep up with NBA athleticism, or he just doesn't fit our system? Which is more probable of a 35-year-old player? He's slow and can't jump anymore, man. He's incredibly slow. Age is a real thing, buddy. Age is very real. Scoot just drove on Council and got a foul call, I think. Am I singling out Lady Ref, or is she foul happy in that first quarter? Is she foul happy in that first quarter? I feel like she is. Our system is everything runs through Embiid, and it really hasn't proven to be very successful. Except the past couple of games. They've clearly been running the game through Tyrese Maxey, and it has proven to be successful as they beat the Boston Celtics on Christmas Day. I don't think run everything through Joel Embiid has been our number one plan lately. I think Nurse switched it up. Colin Meir, what's up, man? Thanks for joining Sicko Nation. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Shout out to Colin, brand new membership. Scoot Henderson, I want to see his season stats, man. 11 points per game, 5 assists. 5 assists off the bench is pretty good. 32% from 3. That's not very good. He shot 32% last year also. Yeah. Scoot Henderson is Walmart Russell Westbrook. Timu Russell Westbrook. Scoot Henderson is. Is that a good comparison? Timu Russell Westbrook. Where's Brian Pumper? Why isn't he paying you $800 tonight? Dude, I'm about to call him up, man. My revenue dropping. My revenue's dropping, man. I was making like $75 a stream off of that guy. Tony Roten with goggles. That's a wild one. See, Brian Pumper was paying money to hate on Joel Embiid so aggressively that when Joel Embiid came back and actually started playing and the Sixers started winning, he disappeared. That's what happened. You know, you got to be careful when you go all in. When you go all in on hating a player, and trust me, I go all in on hating some players. Not hating, but you go in on hating a player like Joel Embiid. When he comes back on the floor, there's not much you can say, man. It's like you can't come back because you hated so hard, 27-21. 2:50 left in the first. Maxey drives right around Scoot, leans in, throws it up. I don't really like that, Tyrese. That was a little Jalen Brunson lean in instead of putting the ball in the hoop. Playing for a free throws instead of scoring, no thanks. Next time, put the ball in the hoop instead of trying to draw contact. All right? I should be the coach, man. Tyrese down to Yabusele, down to cutting Ricky Council. Nice pass from Yabu. Nice baseline cut from Ricky Council. Something the Sixers cannot pull off with Kyle Lowry or Eric Gordon in the game. Now we have another turnover. I don't know what that was by Henderson. Reggie Jackson down to Yabusele. Yabusele on the block. Hook shot. Oh, yeah. Gershon Yabusele with a hook shot. Who is that gigantic white guy for the Blazers? Who is that? I never seen that dude in my life. There's another miss, but Denny Avdia on offensive board and puts it back in. Who is that guy? Donovan Clingan? Is he a rookie? Yeah, I remember his name. 7'2". Wow. I remember his name. I think I watched a UConn game in the tournament. I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was so many 7-foot white guys on UConn's basketball team. I can't tell them apart. So, shout out to Donovan Clingan though. Gonzaga 7'4". My roster says he went to UConn. The other all-white team. Gonzaga's the other one. It is only a 3-point game. Gunna, who's the one that's 7'4"? Who you're thinking of? Clingan 7'2". That's tall as hell. He's big. Here is Reggie Jackson handing off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey right elbow down to Yabusele. He goes left on Clingan and misses everything. Zach Edey, he went to Gonzaga? No, I think Zach Edey was I feel like Zach Edey was like a black jersey, black and yellow. Purdue. Hey, I was right. I do know college basketball. They're black and yellow, right? Or black and gold? Scoot drives left, throws an alley-oop to Clingan. And Ricky Council gets called for a foul. Who's 7'4"? My roster says 7'2" on ESPN. You're talking about Zach Edey. Clingan misses the first free throw. How tall is... What's his first name again? Donovan? How tall is Donovan Clingan? iPhone says 7'3". ESPN says 7'2", and you say 7'4". Nobody knows the answer. How tall is Zach Edey? iPhone says Zach Edey is 7'4". I'm taking Siri over everyone. Siri knows the answers. Clingan is 7'3". Yabusele, Kelly Oubre in the corner. Oubre kick out to Caleb Martin. Pump fake. Side step three for Caleb Martin. That's a little much, and he airballed it. He's saying somebody hit his elbow. He's yelling at the lady ref. Caleb Martin, I say just shoot that first one, buddy. I say just shoot that first one. You don't need to pump fake for a sidestep three. You're not Jason Tatum. You're Caleb Martin. Yabusele shoots one off the side of the backboard, and Denny Avdia beats everybody down the floor and dunks the ball. That's pretty embarrassing. And it's a tie game. Wow. What just happened in the 3 minutes that I was discussing Donovan Klingen's height. It is now a tie game as the Blazers are on an 8-0 run. I guess this death lineup of Reggie Jackson, Kelly Oubre, Caleb Martin, Ricky Council, and Yabusele isn't working out for you, Nick. Scoot Henderson for 3. We'll take that all day. Brick back of the rim. Man, what's up with that lineup? I know he's out Kyle Lowry, but Nick Nurse should still be able to figure out how to always have at least one of Maxey, Embiid, Paul George on the floor, right? Isn't that a wild lineup to not have Maxey, Embiid, or PG out there at all? The old all-bench lineup for Nick Nurse? I mean, he's not working with much. He's not working with much, but a no Maxey, Embiid, PG lineup is pretty wild. Yeah, where is Jeff Doughton, man? What did Jeff Doughton do to Nick Nurse? He liked him last year. He must have said something about him or something. Somebody snitched. I don't know. They re-signed him too, didn't they? Yeah, I wish we had Jared McCain too, man. Having McCain off the bench, dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun to watch, dude. And even when, Maxey was struggling and guys were struggling, like, you just knew Jared McCain could give you 25 and 10 on a good night, 30 and 10 on a good night, man. It was so much fun to watch him. Damn. We were having such a good time watching Jared McCain, man. He was such an automatic bucket, dude. So fundamental. Such a smart player. He could get to a shot on any part of the floor. The rookie curse must be studied. Nick Nurse did the same to Doughton in Toronto, kept signing him and would play him like once a month. Man, dude, this Sixers roster, man, we got... Really think about it. What guards are on this roster? Tyrese Maxey. Who else? Who are the guards on this roster? Even with Jared McCain, bro. Nick Nurse really came into this season. I mean, Daryl Morey really went into this season and was like, we don't need any shooting guards. They do have players better than Lowry in the G League. Justin Edwards is one of them. I thought Lester Quinones was going to get a chance. He didn't get a chance. Nick Nurse, you could have somebody better. Nick Nurse isn't going to try it, so it doesn't matter. 33-31. Uh-oh, we got a Caleb Martin ISO. He dribbles to a sidestep mid-range jump shot. That's probably not the shot we were looking for. Kelly Oubre, offensive rebound, tries to get fancy on the pass to Embiid and turns it over. And Anthony Simons pulls it back out, 14 on the shot clock. Give and go with Klingen. Simons floater in the paint. Got it. 33-33. Here's our boy Reggie Jackson bringing the ball across half. Embiid is back in the game. At least Nurse didn't leave that all-bench lineup out there for too long. Caleb Martin swings it to Reggie Jackson. Oh, my God. They're too slow, dude. Reggie Jackson, a step back three with the shot clock running down. Not a three, a step back mid-range with the shot clock running down. I thought that possession was going nowhere. Reggie Jackson bails everybody out. Maybe Reggie Jackson will get a little bit of a groove going. Maybe you'll be right in the chat. Maybe Reggie Jackson's not washed. Simons hit another three. Portland's up one. This team needs more point guards, man, like legitimate ones. Yabusele for three in the corner. Got it. when Maxi's not out there, we just struggle to like run an actual half-court set. Oh my goodness, Simons throws an alley-oop to Donovan Clingan. 7'3" Donovan Clingan, man. What a giant. To be bigger than Joel Embiid is wild. Joel Embiid free throw line jumper over Clingan. He got fouled on the release. What did I just see? Why did I just see Spencer Dinwiddie? What? Spencer Dinwiddie is the answer to what? Is he even in the NBA anymore? Laura said, what year was the worst year you've been a Sixer sicko? 2020. 2020 was horrible. 2019-20. The Al Horford, Embiid, Tobias, Ben Simmons, and who was the player from Miami that they traded Jimmy Butler for, who couldn't shoot either. They had 5 forwards on the floor, dude. 2 centers and 3 forwards on the floor. It was the worst basketball team I ever watched play, and they got swept in the first round of the playoffs. Joel Embiid on Clingan. Lost the ball on his way up. Oubre an offensive board and puts in a little floater. Nice heads-up play by Kelly Oubre right there after Joel Embiid threw the ball straight up in the air. Moving screen here. A moving screen on Donovan Clingan. Sold nicely by Kelly Oubre. Nice take there. "2020 was the beginning of the end for Ben Simmons." Dude, it sure was, man. I could not believe what I was watching. I could not believe how terrible he was. And so many people were coming at me for my Ben Simmons trash talk. And look how he turned out, because it was pretty obvious to see that the guy's mentality was nothing. Joel Embiid, a 1-foot step back mid-range. It was pretty easy to see that Ben Simmons was going to end up being terrible, the way that he was playing the game way back then. But no, I'm just a hater. I don't know ball. I'm just a hater. But I just keep being right somehow. Simons. Number 21 for 3. I think it was blocked by Kelly Oubre. No, it was blocked by Caleb Martin. Who's down there in the corner? Yeah, Caleb Martin. Joel Embiid on DeAndre Ayton. Spin move in the paint. Oh, vintage Joel Embiid. The hezzy spin drop step on DeAndre Ayton and lays it in. That was vintage Joel Embiid getting busy on the block. The fancy footwork, man. The hezzy spin drop step. Look at that. Boop. Get out of here. Too much. Too much for you. Nice to see Joel Embiid get back to some things like that. Nice to see Joel Embiid get back to some things like that, man. Felt like he was done. I thought the Sixers were lying to us, man. I thought he was done. I thought they were going to shut him down for the year. It was crazy. But he's here. He's here. He's alive and well. Joel Embiid has arrived. Took him 3 months to ramp up, but he's here. We need to sweep this West Coast road trip. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's look at the roster here, man. What do we got? I mean, let's look at the schedule. What do we got? Sixers schedule. We got January. Wait, what's today? Today's the 30th? Is there a December 31st? Is that New Year's Eve? Is that tomorrow? People hit me up like, what are you doing New Year's Eve? I'm like, nothing. Man, what do I look like partying on a Tuesday night? What? I ain't doing a damn thing on New Year's Eve, man. I'm going to drink a nice stout on my couch. Probably fall asleep before the ball drops. That's my plan. Is Curry available? What does that mean? Seth Curry? Yeah, he's over there coming off the deep bench in Charlotte. So that means that he's cooked, I think. Because if you can't get any burn on the Charlotte Hornets, Vlad, you work every New Year's Eve. Damn, man. Seth Curry stinks, Mark Anthony says. Yeah, Seth was good back in 2021 for us. Before Daryl Morey traded him for James Harden. Embiid, the drop step. Mid-Range Maxi, shout out to another member in the chat. Mid-Range Maxi, thanks for being here, man. Shout out to Sicko Nation members. 46-38. Henderson. Tyrese Maxey's back on the floor. Denny Avdia drives baseline and throws it right to Kelly Oubre. Oubre brings it across half. Caleb Martin, they're trying to get the ball to Embiid on Ayton again. There he got him in a one-on-one situation. Big shoulder, lay in. What did she call? They called a travel. They called a travel. I think Nick Nurse is trying to challenge it. No, he's calling a play. What's he doing? Let's see if Joel traveled here. That's weak. Of course, Ala Abdenabi is in the booth agreeing with the officials because he just loves Adam Silver or something, man. I don't know what it is with that guy. He always agrees with the officials. Denny Avdia for three. Back of the rim. Tyrese Maxey the board. No, Caleb Martin has it. Up to Yabusele. Cherry picking. And he posters Denny Avdia. Oh, my goodness. Gershon Yabusele slams one on Denny Avdia's head, dude. And the Sixers bench goes crazy. Yo, shout out to Yabu. Oh, man, look at this. And he gets up just talking all kinds of shit. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Remember when he dunked on LeBron James in the Olympics, man? That's what we signed him for. That's what we signed him for, man. Light this team up. You know, inject some energy into this team, man. Fire us up. Who got teed up? Who got a technical foul? Kyle Lowry got a tech because Yabusele dunked on Avdia? Dude, you see what I mean, bro? Referees got it. Man, referees got it. Man. What, because Lowry, what, did he step onto the floor or something? That's true, Bryce. That's true, Bryce. Another Yabusele poster on LeBron James' birthday. We got teed up for the bench celebrating a dunk. The NBA is embarrassing. I'm dead. They really are, man. They really are. So sad. They take all the fun out of the game. You're supposed to post or dunk on somebody. Nobody's supposed to celebrate, man. So stupid. I wonder if they're going to suspend Amon Thompson for throwing that little weasel onto the floor last night. Tyler Hero. Yabusele, big shoulder on the drop step right there. And Yabusele has another one. Sixers are up 13. Gershon Yabusele and Joel Embiid in the same lineup is proving to be too much to handle for Portland right now. Now DeAndre Ayton tries to go backdoor and throws it out of bounds, but I think it's off of Joel Embiid's fingertips. Gershon Yabusele and Joel Embiid in the same lineup. It's too much size and physicality, man. He has nice post moves. He has nice post moves for his size. Avdia, a step back three here. And it's 51-41. Joel Embiid, turnaround fade over Ayton, and he got it. Feel like Joel Embiid and Yabusele kind of feeding off of each other. Taking turns in the paint. Avdia down the lane. Stripped from behind by Kelly Oubre. Yabusele up to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey over to Oubre. He earned it. And he gets fouled driving baseline. A technical foul for celebrating a poster dunk. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Kyle Lowry finding a way to hurt the team without even playing. Embiid double teamed on the block. Now he gets a single team turnaround fade over Ayton again. Missed that one. Sixers up 12. 6 minutes left in the second. Scoot Henderson drives. He got lucky on that pass right there. Bounced it to Kamara somehow. Kamara has it in the corner. Now DeAndre Ayton, deep position on Joel. Gets him on a pump fake. Gets him on another pump fake. They called that a travel? Wow, dude. That was not a travel. These referees need to put their damn whistles away. We didn't come here to watch you. We'll take it. I just don't like to see referees ruin good plays with the whistle. Paul George has, I think, 3 fouls already. That's why he didn't come back in the second quarter. I know there's some people in the chat that seem like they just turned the game on right now. Joel Embiid over to Yabusele for 3. Got it! Gershon Yabusele is cooking right now. Man, I love how much he's proving that he's an NBA player after 5 years in the EuroLeague. He thought he was completely forgotten about. Ended up playing the United States in the final for France. Gets a dunk on LeBron James. And gets another chance in the NBA. Just an amazing story. Tyrese Maxey, a fast break layup. The bench was still celebrating, though. Do they give them a technical, or is they just only Kyle Lowry? You can't step on the floor when you're celebrating, I guess. Nick Nurse calls a timeout. Sixers up 15. Yabu is our best role player in history. Wow. That is a wild take right there. I like Yabusele a lot. But that is the exact definition of recency bias. That's what they call that. Who is the best Sixers role player in history? I'm going to go with, and it's only because of a specific play. Not a specific play, but best Sixers role player in history. We got Lou Williams in the chat, Bobby Jones in the chat. Will, I was going to say Eric Snow, man, because that game 1 against the Lakers in the 2001 finals, it was getting chippy. They were doubling, tripling Iverson, and Eric Snow hits that floater from the free throw line. Mo Cheeks. He was an all-star point guard. I wouldn't call him a role player. Kyle Korver. Kyle Korver was nice. I don't see any Andre Iguodala's in the chat, man. I didn't see any Andre Iguodala's in the chat. Tobias Harris. The best 76ers role player ever. Yeah, I think we got to go Lou Williams, man, especially those couple of years in a row where he was coming off the bench, dropping just 20 a game almost. Lou Williams, man. Iguodala wasn't a role player. I mean, we got to talk about what the definition of a role player is, you know? I get that Iguodala was a pretty high draft pick. I think he was 9th overall in that draft out of Arizona. But he was a project. He wasn't as good as the Sixers thought he was. I guess we'd have to define what a role player really is, you know? Furkan Korkmaz. Iggy was a star player? Absolutely, he was not a star player. He was featured. Iguodala was the next Iverson, not a role player? What does that mean? What do you mean was the next Iverson? What? You mean the Sixers thought he had potential to be the next Iverson because they were calling him AI too? Let's be serious. Iguodala couldn't shoot a lick from the time he was drafted. I never thought he was going to be a star. I was screaming for years that they need to stop acting like this guy's the future of the team. Maybe I considered him a role player because I thought he, by definition I thought his style of play was very role player like. You would call him a role player on the Warriors, right? Yeah, the team was trying to feature him though, so I get what you're saying. Wow, Maxey hits Joel running down the lane for a two-handed dunk. We got a Joel Embiid slam dunk in 2025. 24, sorry. Not 25 yet. DeAndre Ayton, wide open jumper in the paint. Got it. Sixers up 60-46. Now, can the 76ers, for the first time this season, extend a lead and put a game away? Tyrese Maxey, another Joel Embiid down the lane. This time he draws a foul on Ayton, and he's going to the free throw line. The Maxey Embiid pick and roll is now becoming impossible for the Trailblazers to stop. DeAndre Ayton way late coming over. It's the second time in a row they ran that play, really. The second time, they showed the dunk 3 times in a row. I thought they were going to show the foul. Second time Ayton just fouled him. He fell for the same play twice. Snow is the best role player. You know who my favorite Sixers role player. Now I'm going to forget his name, man. Nope. Raja Bell. Raja Bell was my favorite Sixers role player, man. He was a dog on defense. He was just that guy that would step up when the pressure was the highest. And there's a photo of Raja Bell stealing the ball from Kobe Bryant in Game 1 of the Finals, and he's blowing a bubble. He has gum in his mouth. He's literally blowing a bubble, clean stealing the ball from Kobe Bryant in the NBA Finals. Just a savage photo, that is. If you've never seen that, just Google that. And then they got swept the rest of the way. But hey, winning one game against that team was fun. Shaden Sharp for 3 in the corner. Hits it. And the Blazers cut it to 13. Did I say too much? Did I say too much? I'd probably take Lou Williams off the bench right now, to be honest with you. Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid. Here's a mismatch on Kamara. Is he going to settle for a jumper or is he going to go in the paint? Kamara flops. No call. Joel Embiid lays it in. No, the lady ref called the foul. She fell for it. You saw that one a mile away. He didn't extend it. Shut up, Abdanabi, dude. The guy agrees with every call that goes against us, dude. Are you a Sixers announcer or not? Oh my God, I can't stand it, dude. Every time I turn up the volume to hear what happened, Al Abdanabi's kissing somebody's ass wearing pinstripes. Sixers up 13, and that was a flop. Caleb Martin for three off the front of the rim. Shaden Sharp running a fast break. He has a one-on-one on Maxey. Euro step. Pretty good defense from Tyrese there, but nobody else ran back. The Blazers had 5 guys back. Offensive board and put it in, and they cut it to 11. No love for Aaron McKee. Aaron McKee was definitely a part of that 2001 run. Yeah, I didn't see anybody put Aaron McKee in the chat, man. Caleb Martin. Tyrese Maxey over to Joel. Joel on Robert Williams. I forgot he's in the league. Step back off of 1 foot for Joel and banks it in. It hit the rim first. Gets the members bounce. And the soft touch for Joel Embiid. Sixers back up 13. Here's Ayton on Kelly Oubre. Dishes to Kamara. Kamara pushes through Kelly Oubre, and Oubre's called for the foul. So it looks like Kamara's allowed to push off with his arm, and it's a defensive foul. Joel Embiid just puts his forearm up, and Kamara flops into the first row, and it's a foul on Joel. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't like the, It's not my ultimate goal to talk trash on the Sixers broadcast, but it is brutal. If I'm ever watching a game and I'm not streaming it and I'm listening to nope. There was one game this season that I didn't stream so far. I forget what game it was, but I can't listen to that broadcast, man. It's so bad. It's so scripted. It's so scripted and disingenuine. It does not feel authentic. It's got to be the worst broadcast in the NBA. Anyway, Kamara at the free throw line. Wow. Shaden Sharp just flew in to try to dunk it back and hung on the rim for about 7 seconds. Sixers up 12, 140 left. Maxey, Joel Embiid screen. Maxey back to Joel. Joel pump fakes a three. Gets down on the block on Williams. A step back mid-range, and Williams blocked it. Wow. The long arm of Robert Williams blocking a Joel Embiid jump shot. They should have been playing Robert Williams this whole game so far. Here is Anthony Simons driving high off the glass and cuts it to 10. Anthony Simons. Portland has it within 10. Sixers need to make a run right here. Sixers need a couple of buckets in this last minute. A couple of stops and a couple of buckets. And our answer is to run the game through Kelly Oubre for some reason. He runs it all the way down to 6 seconds, and now Maxey drives, step through, blocking foul. No, they call a charge on Tyrese Maxey. Another charge taken by Toumani Camara. Who would have thought Toumani Camara would be the Kyle Lowry of the Portland Trailblazers? Taking charges every play. Who would have thought? Sixers up 10. Simons drives, kicks out to DeAndre Ayton for three, and he airballed it. Holy hell. We'll take that all day, every day. Wow, the NBA really is ruined. DeAndre Ayton shot a 3. What happened to the game that I used to love? That was horrendous. My eyes hurt. Maxey over to Oubre. Oubre for 3. That's off. Sharp has the ball again. Up to Simon. Simon's for 3. Blocked by Oubre. And that is the end of the first half. Wow. Pretty disastrous last 2 minutes for both teams. Well, Portland cut it to 10. Sixers, they got the stops I was talking about. They did not get the buckets I was talking about. Ayton will break the Sixers' heart tonight. What? Hey, man. Uche. Somebody cut him off, man. Somebody take the drinks away from this man. Hey, bartender, stop serving this guy. Bartender, flag this guy. No, Paul George is not hurt. He had 3 fouls in the first quarter, actually, and didn't come back in the game in the second. 3 fouls on Paul George in the first quarter. Lady ref was a little bit whistle happy in that first quarter, man. I feel like she made every call every time down the floor. Uche, I love trolling Sixers. Knicks fan here. Love the channel though. Hey, thanks for loving the channel. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to that. I hate the New York Knicks. Uche, you guys got to win something too before you control us. At least Celtics fans control us. The Knicks haven't won since 1972. 1972. 1972, bro. I know because you beat us in the first round last year that you thought that you won something, but turns out you didn't actually. Too many ads in every stream. It is ad mania out here. Hey, man. YouTube wants you to sign up for that premium, baby. I don't know what you want from me, man. I know we're in a generation of give. Me. Everything should be free all the time. A creator is spending his time every game, live streaming the game, and it should be absolutely free. You know what I mean? You guys ever read the reviews of like an app, an app on the App Store, and people will be like, too many ads, and they'll be like, I love the app, but for $4.99. I love the app, but $4.99 is way too much. And I'm like, $5? Y'all want everything for free. You want the best of everything, and you want it for free. Sadly, life does not work that way. I meant everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Netflix. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Bryce, people spend time making things. You can't have it for free. It just doesn't work that way. Netflix producing TV shows and movies and whatever else, they want you to pay for it. They want you to pay for it, man. I understand greed, though. I do understand greed. You know, YouTube being owned by Google. They keep trying to make more and more and more money. Netflix is the one that I'm like, nah, I ain't paying that. You know what I mean? Because the shows, Netflix doesn't even have the best stuff anymore. You pay Netflix and you got to see ads midway through watching Scarface. You don't have to. You can pay for ad-free Netflix. But Netflix doesn't even have the best shows anymore. You know what I mean? It ain't even hardly worth it to pay Netflix anymore. Oh, my God. Yeah, Netflix has an ad-free version that's like $7 a month. $7.99, I think. Then they got an ad-free version. No, I'm not doing halftime coffee because I already drank a monster, dude. I already drank a monster, man. We're going all in. We're going right into the third quarter, man. We're going right into the third quarter. You guys watch the second season of Squid Games, man? Shit was crazy, wasn't it? Second season of Squid Game was wild, man, but the ending pissed me right off. Nah, no spoilers, but the ending just made me mad, dude. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to be mad at the ending. You better watch it, though, man. Everybody binged it already. Somebody's going to spoil it for you if you don't hurry up and watch it. Ain't nobody trying to wait for that shit for season. I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, what? You couldn't just finish the story? You had to leave us on a cliffhanger and be like, wait for season 3. Come on, man. That's a scam, dude. That's what that is. You know what I mean? That's a scam. Because, like for real, I feel like there's not enough to that story for them. There's not enough to that story for them to make 3 seasons out of it. So they basically made a half a season and another half a season. And that's a scam. There's not enough places for the story to go for them to have 3 seasons. So they give you season 2, 6 episodes. Like, come on, man. You're scamming me. It was good though. I'll probably watch through it a second time. It was good though. It was good. I enjoyed it. No, they said season 3 is the final season, so they're not gonna drag it out like The Walking Dead. Hey man, all these watch-alongs are brought to you by our friends at BetUS. You can get a 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125 on your next 2 deposits up to $2,000 on BetUS. What did I click on? I was going to show you the custom prop builder. Here you go. You go to prop builder, and you can choose. You can build your own same game parlays over here on BetUS, man, and you can choose the player. You can type in the player you want. Well, that's Dallas, Sacramento. You can choose the game. Oh, we can't live bet on the Sixers game right now because it's live. Well, Dallas, Sacramento is the only live bet that they have available right here. But anyway, you choose the game, you choose the player, you choose the stat, over under points, assists, 3-point field goals made, and you can build out your own same game parlays completely from start to finish on BetUS and get a 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and 125 on your next 2, up to $2,000 by using promo code YouTube 150. 328 people hanging out in here. We're going to start the third quarter pretty soon. I will be back in about 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Come on, man. Let's get this second half underway here. Let's get this second half underway here, man. What are you guys up to, man? Throw something in the chat. Throw some questions or something in the chat, man. Do a little Q&A until the third quarter starts. Eastwood, my bad for asking so many Harden questions. I'm a big fan of yours and his, and I just wanted to see your comments. Hey, no problem. No problem, man. James Harden, to me, does not really care about winning the whole thing. He just knew, you know, if I don't get it together, I'm going to be out the league in a year. Shamar, what happened to Paul George? He had 3 fouls in the first quarter. Lady ref ruined Paul George's game. That's what happened. What's your thoughts on this road trip schedule? Dude, oh yeah, I started looking at the schedule and then I got distracted. ADD, man. ADHD. Schedule. January. Our next couple games on this road trip. Oh, we got Phoenix at home. So Sacramento, Golden State, Brooklyn. Yeah, man. The Sixers can win all 5 of these, can't they? Sixers can win all 5 of these. Portland tonight. Tomorrow, Sacramento. Wednesday, Sacramento. Thursday, Golden State. So that's a back-to-back. And Brooklyn on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Brooklyn on Saturday at 6 o'clock. I feel like they can win all 5 of these, man. Feel like they can win all 5. Did you see the videos of Eagles fans trolling Jerry Jones and him thinking they were complimenting him? No, I didn't see that, but that's funny. What did he say? That's pretty funny, dude. That's pretty funny. Because he's old. You know, he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't understand technology. That's funny. How can I find that video? Search Eagles Jerry Jones on Twitter. Maybe this Eagles fan can get through to Jerry Jones. Yo, this is funny as hell. They're at the game and they're yelling to Jerry Jones that he's doing a great job and he needs to keep running the Cowboys. That's hilarious. All right, we're back. Third quarter, we're back. 64-54. Paul George shoots a three. He came in the game, missed the entire second quarter in foul trouble. Came in the third quarter, said, let me get going here. And he missed a three. Gershon Yabusele had 15 points in the first half. Season high 11 points in the second quarter. That run by Gershon in that second quarter was massive. And a poster dunk on Denny Avdia's grill. Kelly Oubre under the rim over DeAndre Ayton. Wow. Kelly Oubre, one dribble kind of hook shot right over top of DeAndre Ayton. Man, DeAndre Ayton's not good, man. Wasn't he a high draft pick? Wasn't he like the second pick in the draft ahead of, I want to say, like Luka Doncic or something crazy like that? Shaedon Sharpe for three. Front of the rim. Offensive board by Kamara. Avdia back over to Sharpe. Sixers playing some good perimeter defense right here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Avdia has it with 2 seconds. He swings it to Kamara. Paul George almost blocks it, and it's an air ball. Sixers force a shot clock violation. Locking all windows and doors, as Mark Zumoff would say. Oh, dude, DeAndre Ayton was the first pick. Marvin Bagley was the second, and Luka Doncic was the third. By Atlanta and traded straight up for Trae Young. Wow, that's crazy. Joel Embiid, a fadeaway jumper at the free throw line. Right in DeAndre Ayton's face. And the Sixers are up 14. Dude, it's too late, man. I'm just forgetting players' names straight up. Anthony Simons, like, why couldn't I think of his name? I can't do these games this late. My brain turns off. You know what I mean? Oh, my God, dude. I got any mods in the chat? This little asshole booth master, man. I time him out, and then he makes a second account and just comes in saying stupid shit, dude. It's so annoying. Like, why won't you leave my channel alone, dude? Like, why are you harassing me? You know what I mean? Why won't you go somewhere else? Every stream. I just don't get it. What did I do to get trolled like this? ATL got a future first who they turned into Kevin Herter. Meh. Meh. Shouldn't have traded Luka Doncic, man. The Hawks have been just nothing to write home about. Why would you block a viewer? Because he's being an asshole. That's why. No, I don't want to let him troll. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to look at the chat and actually respond to comments that, you know, people that are actually watching the stream and contributing to the conversation. That's why. Okay, so people are mostly mad at Paul George because they bet on him to score points. That's why they're mad. So, you know, I think that's becoming a thing in the NBA these days too, is that people are really just making parlays and not really watching games. So then they go around the NBA and like follow everyone's stats to see if their parlay hits, you know. And I get it, but you know, if you just look at the stats right here and see that Paul George has 2 points, you think he's shit in the bed. But he hardly even played. He played 9 minutes. If the Sixers win the finals, will you shave your head? Man, hell no. I ain't shaving my head, man. I'm 38 years old and still got this hairline, bro. I'm 38 years old. Look at that. Look at that, bro. I mean, it's thinning out a little bit, you know, but to have hair like this at 38, man, hell no, I ain't shaving my head, man. This hair keeps me looking young. 70-54, the Sixers are up. Here's Kamara off the glass. Good defense from Paul George again. And Kamara fouls him on the other end. He disagrees with it, but I mean, PG had 3 fouls in the first quarter. You know, you were due for that. Laura, you posting the same comment over and over, bro. Y'all are breaking all the chat rules, man. All the chat rules. 70-54. Kamara just kicked the ball, and Tyrese Maxey's looking at the official like, why did it take you 8 seconds to blow the whistle? And the Sixers inbound the ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid, Paul. Oh, now Maxey gets called for an offensive foul. Another Kamara flop. And another official rewarding it. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Tyrese Maxey is screaming at this official. God, the NBA's got to figure it out, man. It's so obvious. Dude, a player does not launch across the floor unless they're flopping. A player does not launch across the floor, dude, unless they're flopping. Like, do you really think Tyrese Maxey launched that dude across the floor like that? That's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Anthony Simons at the free throw line. By the way, the next 3 West Coast games we're not going to do post-game lives at 1 a.m. Instead, I'm going to do the 12 o'clock live show the next day. So tune into that. Because I do the show that late, it just doesn't, I don't really feel like, it's not my best work. My brain does not work at 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't even really remember what happened in the game and stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. Sixers up 15. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey backdoor cut, and he draws a reach-in foul, and Tyrese Maxey going to the free throw line. Joel Embiid on the elbow again. We're running a little high-low action. Joel Embiid in the Nikola Jokic spot. Now he kicks it out to Maxey for 3. And that's off the front of the rim. Sixers still up 15. Shaedon Sharpe down the lane. Floater over Joel Embiid. Cuts the lead to 13. Will the Sixers pull their usual third quarter collapse? Or will they extend the lead and put this away? Kelly Oubre shoots an ill-advised early shot clock three-pointer in traffic. I mean, just that was such a Kelly Oubre shot. And Joel Embiid had position on Ayton right there. Looked like Ayton got away with a push in the back. And that turns into an offensive rebound and another Anthony Simons 3. And the Blazers cut it to 10. I'll tell you one thing, guys. If the Sixers end up losing this game, there will be a post-game live show. Kelly Oubre draws a foul in the paint, missed the bunny, but he's going to the free throw line. Are they in contention in the NBA standing? Are you talking about the Blazers? If the Sixers lose this game, you have to shave your head. What's your obsession with me shaving my head, man? I'm not shaving my head. Yo, man, what the hell? No way 100% of NBA refs are clean. I mean, it's, didn't Tim Donahue go to jail? Like, you can get in pretty big trouble for fixing games, man. But I mean, a certain amount of money will make anybody do anything, right? Shaedon Sharpe, a mid-range jump shot on the elbow. And the Blazers cut it to 10. Once again, 72-62. Enough money, man. Money can talk people into anything. Money is the root of all evil. Paul George, a drive on the left side. And what happened? They called an offensive foul. He got called for an offensive foul right there? He drives past Ayton. All right. Leaned in and pushed off. I mean, Ayton was hooking his arm, though, a little bit. Wow. Paul George can't get anything to go in this game. And now the Blazers throw an alley-oop to DeAndre Ayton, and he slams it. And it's an 8-point game. Here we go. Tyrese Maxey. Joel Embiid. Kamara on the block. Be careful. He's going to flop. Now they call a defensive 3 seconds. What are these officials doing, man? Stop blowing the damn whistle. The game's going to be 7 hours long, dude. Good Lord. Maxey, the technical free throw. Puts the Sixers back up 9. Allah Abdenabi letting everybody know that back in the day you could camp out in the lane. Thank you for that, Allah. Kelly Oubre turnaround hook shot over Ayton again off of a Paul George assist. Sixers back up 11. And now we have a moving screen on Shaedon Sharpe. He kind of blindsided Kelly Oubre right there. You could see it on like the bottom corner of the screen. I think they're going to show the replay of that, maybe. He kind of like blindsided Kelly Oubre on the other side of the floor. No, they didn't show the replay, but they called a moving screen. Joel Embiid on Denny Avdia. Turnaround, fadeaway jumper for Joel. Vintage, picture perfect turnaround 1 foot fadeaway for Joel Embiid. No answer for that from Denny Avdia. Another moving screen on the Portland Trailblazers, this time on DeAndre Ayton. Wait a minute. No, this is a foul on Kelly Oubre this time. Wait, what did they call? Why is Kelly Oubre yelling at the officials? Maxey lays it. I wish the broadcast would follow the damn game so they could tell me what's happening. But Al Abdenabi's just rambling about random shit the whole time. Every time something weird happens, I turn up the volume to hear what's going on, and he's like telling a story about his childhood or something. Sixers up 13 anyway. I saw about 3 moving screen calls in a row. Kelly Oubre was yelling at the officials. I don't know what's going on. Another player flops. Shaedon Sharpe tried to flop around the screen that time. No call, and Joel Embiid draws a foul in the paint. Man, what are the Blazers doing, bro? This is the floppers. The Portland Trail floppers. These dudes are flopping every possession. Shaedon Sharpe and Toumani Camara. These dudes flop around every screen. Caleb Martin's telling the ref, like, dude, these guys are flop. Like, all we're doing is setting screens, and these guys are throwing themselves on the floor. What is this? This is garbage basketball, man. The Portland Trail floppers, man. Thought you wanted them to stop blowing the whistle. I do. And they did. That doesn't mean the guys aren't flopping out there. He flopped and he didn't blow the whistle. That's exactly what I want to happen. See, y'all be in here just trying to argue, bro. Y'all be in here just anything you can grab to try to argue with me, man, in the chat all night. All night, bro. Y'all will pull a damn shoulder socket reaching just to try to argue. I thought you said this. I thought you said that. Scoot Henderson gets a layup over Joel Embiid. Man, it's too late for this. What the hell was that? Joel Embiid just hit Tyrese Maxey in the face with the ball in the backcourt and turned it over. Whew. This is a weird one. This is a weird one. The chat's drunk. The players are I don't know. They look drunk too, man. I don't know who's more drunk, the chat or the Sixers players right now. Joel Embiid intercepts a DeAndre Ayton, a scoot pass to Ayton, and it's out of bounds on us. Blazers ball with 14 on the shot clock. Ayton, the handoff to Scooter Henderson. Scoot drives, kicks out to Shaedon Sharpe, and he threw it into the first row. And he said, that's my bad. Scoot Henderson was the second pick of that draft, right? Wembanyama and Scoot was second, man. Wow, what a drop off in talent from 1 to 2. Isn't that wild? That's like the John Wall, Evan Turner draft, man. Joel Embiid on the block again, a step back jump shot, missed it. Kelly Oubre almost dunked it back in, and it's tipped out of bounds by DeAndre Ayton, and the Sixers keep the ball. Shout out to Kelly Oubre in this third quarter, man. Shout out to Kelly Oubre in this third quarter. He is everywhere. And now Reggie Jackson is in the game for Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin's still yelling at the ref. He's getting tired of these dudes flopping. Reggie Jackson is in the game. Let's see if he can continue. Well, and they throw the ball down to Scoot Henderson. Good defense right there by Reggie Jackson, actually. But Denny Avdia comes up with it. Kelly Oubre, that looked like a clean block. And Avdia puts it in. Does that count? They lobbed it down to Scoot Henderson. Reggie Jackson looked like he was going to get beat, and he played some pretty good defense on Scoot to recover right there. And then somehow Denny Avdia came up with the ball. I don't know if that counted or if he's getting 2 free throws here. No, the shot did not count. Avdia is getting 2 free throws with the Sixers in the bonus. We're in the bonus with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. That's how whistle happy these officials have been. Denny Avdia, the second free throw, hits it. Sixers up 81-70 in the bonus with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Denny Avdia, 14-5. Here's Tyrese Maxey. A double screen from Yabusele and Embiid. He almost, hey, and he hits it. That's a nice play. Can you put it on the board? Why'd they say it's a 2? That wasn't a 3? I guess that was a 2. It's 83-70. Scoot Henderson, back of the rim. Please keep shooting. That dude is a brick. Scoot Brickerson. Brick Henderson over here. Maxey for 3. Off the front of the rim. Joel Embiid falls out of bounds, saving it. And he's back. I thought he fell. He didn't fall. Joel, turn around. No. Hezzy, left hand, blocked by DeAndre Ayton. Oh, my goodness. And now this basketball game is turning out to be bad. Denny Avdia on the other end just loses the ball and drops it out of bounds. And now we have a Nick Nurse timeout. He has seen enough of this debauchery. He's telling everybody, hey, let's just take a timeout here and gather ourselves, because that last couple of minutes for both teams was horrendous. Denny Avdia is Furkan Korkmaz on steroids. Yo, that's actually funny as hell. If you look at him, like if you really even look at him, that's funny. He really does look like Furkan Korkmaz on steroids. Or just Furkan Korkmaz with, like, you know, a little bit more muscular genes in his bloodline. Korkmaz got that. All those Turkish genes, you know? Did you guys know that Furkan Korkmaz won a dunk contest in Turkey? Yeah. That's how much slam dunking talent there is in the country of Turkey. That Furkan Korkmaz won a dunk contest. And he won the dunk contest because he came out and he had a Batman cape on. He did a reverse dunk with a Batman cape on. And he won a dunk contest. I mean, Furkan can dunk. I mean, he can dunk. Like, he has the ability to dunk the ball. That's not enough to win a real dunk contest outside of Turkey. You know what I'm saying? The Turkish trigger, man. Brandon Miller was the second pick. I think he was the third pick in that draft. It was Wemby, Scoot, and then Brandon Miller, right? Wemby, Scoot, and Brandon Miller. That was a pretty weak draft. Who else came out of that draft, man? What was that, 2 years ago? 2023 NBA draft? Give me the top 10 of the 2023 NBA draft. Victor Wembanyama. Oh, you're right. Uche, you're right. Brandon Miller was the second pick. Scoot Henderson was the third pick. Amen Thompson from the Rockets was the fourth pick. Asar Thompson, his brother, was the fifth pick from Detroit. Anthony Black, Bilal Coulibaly? What the hell, bro? There's nobody. Derek Lively, number 12 from the Thunder, is probably the damn second, third best player in that draft class, and he got traded to the Dallas Mavericks or the Thunder. How did he end up on the Mavericks? Either way, game's back on. Sixers up 13. 3 minutes left in the third. Reggie Jackson drawing a foul on Scoot Henderson here. Reggie Jackson going to the free throw line. Oh, Rex Spec Reggie, huh? Reggie Jackson first free throw is a miss. Rec Spec Reggie misses the free throw. Let's see if he can get the second, man. Reggie Jackson, the second free throw. He gets it to go. Puts the Sixers back up 14. 84-70. Scoot Henderson to Kamara in the lane. Tries to run through Yabusele and then airballs a hook shot. Man, this Tumar Kamara guy stinks, bro. Get this guy all the way out of here. Back to the G League for you, buddy. Kelly Oubre. Paul George, top of the key. This is a Paul George featured lineup here with Maxine and Embiid on the bench. Paul George, a step back jump shot. Brick. Uh-oh. Paul George remains ice cold. Here's Tumar Kamara. Oh my God, he kicked it out to the 7'3" guy. Scoot Henderson tries to go backdoor to Robert Williams. Man, this is some bad basketball by Portland Trailblazers here in the third quarter. They don't look like they have a clue what they're doing. They're kicking the ball out to Donovan Clingan in the corner. They're trying to hit Robert Williams cutting back door. Like, know your personnel here. They dump it down to Kamara. He loses the ball. He saves it. There's no time on the shot clock. Robert Williams shoots an air ball, and it's a shot clock violation. Woo! Man, we got it. You have to win this game because this team stinks. This Trailblazers team is god-awful here in this third quarter, man. Paul George, right elbow. Now we have an away from the play foul on Reggie Jackson. These referees are going nuts, aren't they? These dudes woke up. Selly? Another flop by Kamara, man. God damn, this guy. I can't stand this dude, man. Tumar Kamara. 0 skill, 100 flops. What a loser this guy is, dude. You suck. Dude flops every play, and the refs keep rewarding it, man. Good Lord. Get this guy off my TV screen, man. You're what's wrong with the NBA. Players like you. You're not even good enough to be doing shit like this, man. I could see if you were interesting to watch on the offensive end and then you flopped all over the place, but no, you stink on that side. And then you ruin the game on the other side by flopping all over the place. Paul George from Kelly Oubre, and the Sixers are up 16. Get this scrub team out of my face. Kamara just tried to dunk on Paul George. Drew a foul, I guess. I don't like this dude at all. This Tumar Kamara guy, man. This guy sucks. Flopping ass. Nick Nurse is challenging it because it's probably a clean block. Man, these referees woke up like, dude, I'm gonna tweet. The refs in Portland before this game. And it's gonna be a gif of LeBron James pregame powder. His pregame powder ritual. The referees, man, the referees woke up and were like, I'm the star of this show. I'm the star of this show tonight. This Kamara guy just flopping every play, and they keep rewarding it. Yabusele sets a normal screen. The guy throws his arms up and falls over. God, I can't stand it, man. DJ, if you like Cyberpunk, you should try Stalker 2. What's Stalker? Is there a Stalker 1? I want to play the first one if there's 2 of them. But thanks for that. Paul George, straight up. That's a clean block. Should be an offensive foul. Actually, look at the clear out by Kamara. They're going to say he's not completely straight up, and they're going to call it a foul. But I don't know. It was Kamara's off arm. What? I never heard that in my life. Bro. You guys, if anybody's not watching this broadcast, the referee said the defender illegally drifts from A to B into the torso of Kamara. Where? What? He illegally drifts from A to B into the torso of Kamara. What the hell does that mean? Illegally drifts? What do you mean drifts? Are we watching the Fast and Furious? Illegal drift on Paul George. Oh my God, dude. That's unbelievable. You know, and that's the annoying part about challenging fouls, because a foul is such a judgment call. There's not a, you know, it's not a real clear cut, this is a foul and this isn't. It's a judgment call, man. And then you watch it in super slow-mo and you're like, oh, he drifted. Wow, Reggie Jackson throws an alley-oop to Kelly Oubre. You know, you watch it in super slow-mo and you're like, well, he drifted 2 millimeters to his left. It's just whack. That ain't a foul, dude. Sixers up 16. Shaden Sharp for 3. That's a brick. Off of Kamara, out of bounds. Back to the Gang Hong Hawks for you, or the Ginshing Tigers, or wherever you're going to be playing after your contract with this team. Who the hell is Tumar Kamara, man? Guy pissing me off, dude. Third time my camera froze this stream. That's cool. 364 people in here, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Sixers hopefully put this game away with ease and we don't have any late fourth quarter debauchery. Joel Embiid down the lane. Kamara flopping again. They call a defensive foul and one for Joel Embiid. That's what you get, Tumar Kamara. Play defense, loser. Guy tried to take another charge, man. Look at him. Watch Kamara in the paint. Slides left and then leans right into Joel Embiid and tries to draw a charge. Joel hits the free throw. Sixers up 19. But hey, you know what? Shout out to Kamara, because the Portland Trailblazers are trying to lose. So these are the kind of players you put on your team if they're trying to lose. Scoot Henderson, top of the key. Shaden Sharp, catch and shoot 3. That's way off. Yabusele saved it in bounds. 2 on the clock. Reggie Jackson up to Embiid, and he shoots it after the buzzer. He thought he got fouled, I guess. But, I mean, I think there wasn't any time on the clock. Sixers up 19 going into the fourth quarter. Yabba dabba doo. Oubre has 7 steals. Wow. Illegal drifting. Dude, that was wild. They just make stuff up, man. They just make stuff up. Refs talking about an illegal drift. Illegal drift from A to B into the torso of the offensive player. They really just be making shit up, man. A foul can be called on anything. Yeah, that's true, man. That's why like foul reviews are so annoying. Do you remember that the season that they had pass interference reviews in the NFL? And the referees jacked it all up because the whole thing's a judgment call, you know? Like when the receiver and the defensive back are like kind of pushing each other and fighting for position while the ball's in the air, like you can't watch that in super slow motion and make a call on it. It should have been it should have been a marginal contact. That's what it should have been because he barely touched him hip to hip, like barely. And they called it illegal drift into the torso. That should have been marginal contact. But then they'll call marginal contact on something that's an obvious foul, too. Yeah, I'm not on PG in this game, man. It is what it is. His shooting's still cold, but yeah, he can't even get in a rhythm. He has 5 fouls in 3 quarters. 5 fouls in 3 quarters, man. He's about to foul out. Sixers up 19. Here's Simons with 8 on the shot clock. Just a simple ball screen and chucks a 3 and hits it. That's pretty bad defense by the Sixers right there. 91-75. I need a little bit of a Tyrese Maxey run here in this fourth quarter. Here's Maxey, gets in the lane, kicks it back to Joel. I thought that was a travel too. They called it a travel. He lost the ball, really. Lost the control of the ball and then came down with the ball. Nick Nurse is saying, hey, you lost the ball. It's not a travel. I don't know. What's the technical rule there? Are you allowed to juggle the ball and just run down the floor? Like, eventually you can't take a step, right? Denny Avdia, Scoot Henderson, Robert Williams. We got another turnover. Is that another Kelly Oubre steal? Maxey, Yabusele, fouled by Robert Williams. I thought he was going to try to dunk on somebody again, man. I thought Yabu was going for another poster, man. He almost did. Yabu almost hit him with another poster. PG and Cat are alike with the dumb fouls they commit on a nightly basis. That's an interesting one. Anthony Simons, another 3. This one a step back over Yabusele. And the lead is down to 14. Now, don't tell me the Sixers are going to blow this lead. Do not tell me the Sixers are going to blow this lead. Joel Embiid on Robert Williams on the block. Getting physical. Gets him on a pump fake up in the air. Gets the foul call, and it almost rolled in. Joel Embiid back to the free throw line. Robert Williams checking his, I think he got hit in the nose on Joel's shoulder after he fell for the pump fake. Embiid back at the free throw line, 92-78. And he got the first free throw. Jonas, what do you think about getting Lonnie Walker back in the NBA? I think that Lonnie Walker is better than Eric Gordon. And that's the only thing that matters when it comes to signing a shooting guard right now. Lonnie Walker I think he's overrated, don't get me wrong. People act like Lonnie Walker's some kind of all-star combo guard that, he's one of those players that everybody's like, how's Lonnie Walker not in the league? We should have signed Lonnie Walker, you know what I mean? I think he's way overrated. But he's way better than Eric Gordon. The 76ers do not roster. Markelle Fultz, yeah, but Lonnie Walker can shoot. Lonnie can shoot, man. And he can create a shot. He shoots 39% from three, and he's a shot creator. I'll take him off the bench. He's been known as a bad defender his whole career. So there's that, but, as a buyout, sure. Denny Avdia hits a three, back to 14 points here. Paul George playing with 5 fouls. Gets a screen from Joel. Now he has an ISO on Robert Williams. We got a Paul George ISO. He drives. He kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid on Scoot Henderson. That's what you would call a mismatch. He gets right under the rim, gets grabbed from behind by Robert Williams, and Joel Embiid is going back to the free throw line. These are the things that people who call Joel Embiid a free throw merchant don't see. He just gets hacked, grabbed, pushed. Half the time it's an intentional foul because he got so deep under the rim that it was an automatic bucket. Like that one right there by Robert Williams was literally an intentional foul, and people will see, oh, he shot 14 free throws. Yeah, did you watch the game? They were bear hugging him, dude. What? They'll be like, take away the free throws and he only had 20. No, if you don't foul him, he's getting a bucket. So take away the free throws and he's still scoring the points. They do that too, the take away the free throws thing. That doesn't make any sense. Because if they didn't foul him under the rim, he's getting a bucket every time. But, that's just kids looking at stats and not watching the game. Sixers back up 16. Paul George a steal. Paul George on the fast break. Oh, we got a two-hand slam by Podcast P. Man, I thought he was going to do some weak-ass layup right there. But, not like Denny Avdia tried to defend it, but nice to at least see Paul George go up strong to the rim on a fast break. So far this season, I've seen so many times where he'll slow down right there and try to draw contact in something. Nice to see him just go right up and put the ball in a hoop. He was looking behind him a little bit. Podcast P with the slam. Illegally drifted to the rim. He did have a dunk last game too, didn't he? Hey, 350 people in here. It is after midnight. Shout out to that. Shout out to everybody in here watching and listening. Thanks for hanging out. I think I deserve some likes for that, man. I think I deserve some likes for it being this late and being live on YouTube. So do me a favor, hit the like button one time. How many likes we got? We got 140 likes. Let's get it over 200 likes. We need over 200 likes. Joel Embiid on Avdia again on the block. He backs him down. He pushes right through him, and he puts the ball in the hoop. Danny Avdia can't guard Joel Embiid. That's crazy. That's crazy to even think he could. Shout out to Joel for being physical. Shout out to Joel for asserting himself against these guys that clearly can't guard him. I feel like he didn't do that Saturday night in Utah. I feel like Joel wasn't dominating these guys physically enough. Maxey drives, Sixers swinging around the perimeter. It gets all the way back to Tyrese Maxey in the corner, and he hits the three. Somebody on the Blazers bench said something to him, and he gave him the "Who shot ya" celebration as he runs past the Trailblazers bench, and the 76ers are up by 21 points. Not sure who on the Blazers bench would be saying something as Maxey shoots a corner three. I mean, you're losing the game by 19. Your team is horrible. Somebody on the bench behind Maxey said something, and right away he turned around and gave him the celebration right in their grill. Sixers up 21. Good ball movement right there to be patient, read the defense, and swing it all the way around the perimeter back to Tyrese in the corner. This team is clicking. I don't care how bad the Blazers are. Facts. 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 They absolutely are. And like I said, man, you know, I needed that Boston Celtics game. I needed that game for me to start to believe in this team. I needed that Celtics game because if it was just the Hornets and the Bulls and the Blazers and whoever else, then it would still be hard to say. But I watched them play like this against the Boston Celtics on Christmas Day. And I'm having fun with it now. They need something. They need something before the trade deadline. But if they're staying this healthy and they're getting Embiid, PG, and Maxey out there, and Maxey's back in his groove, he won Eastern Conference Player of the Week. So it's nice to see Maxey get back in the groove and get back to scoring like he's known, like we've known him to do the past couple of years. And Embiid getting ramped up, and Paul George having trouble this game with foul trouble, and he's been shooting the ball terribly the last about 4 or 5 games, but they can still get a lot better. That's the thing, you know? I'm starting to like this version of Embiid, no gimmicks. I like that Joel got, physical in this third quarter with Robert Williams trying to guard him one-on-one, or Denny Avdia, or anybody else. It's what I wanted to see against the Jazz, and he played a really finesse game against the Jazz, I feel like. This game, he's getting on the block, and he's just turning and giving these guys a big shoulder, and there's nothing you can do. Too strong, too much skill. Joel Embiid is kind of back, guys. He's kind of back. Oh, man, I didn't think I would ever see it. Denny Avdia, an open three, that's off. Shaden Sharp tried to dunk it back and dunked it out of bounds. Robin said, you have a long way to even get the 7th seed. I don't think you're right about that, Robin. I think it's like 2 games behind. Sixers up 21. Paul George, catch and shoot. Oh, my God, way off. Yabusele almost tipped it back in. Avdia, Shaden Sharp. Shaden Sharp shoots a 3 over Joel. Back of the rim. Paul George the rebound. Paul George gets it to Tyrese. Tyrese. Avdia, right wing. Over to Joel on the left. Joel pump fakes. Gets in the lane. Lefty lay. Back of the rim. And rolled it in. Tumani Kamara had Joel Embiid on the perimeter, and Joel just took him into the paint nice and slow and laid it in. Yabusele, a big block on Anthony Simons at the rim. Yabu with a big poster dunk. Yabu with a clean block right here on Simons. Get that junk out of here. 105-82. Are the 76ers finally going to put away a bad team without blowing the lead, without making it stressful? I think they are. 7 minutes to go. Anthony Simons off the glass on the right side. Cuts it to 21. Keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the gas. Don't let up. Joel Embiid on Avdia again. They bring an automatic double team. He throws it to Caleb Martin somehow in the paint. And Martin, a little turnaround jump shot under the rim. I don't know how Embiid got that pass to Martin under the rim like that. And what the hell is his name? Anthony Simons draws another foul here. I don't know how Joel passed that ball to Caleb Martin out of a double team. It was like a lob. Look at this replay. What? I mean, he had the mismatch on Simons, and Joel knew that with both centers coming out to guard him. Heads up, high IQ play there by Joel Embiid. And now Embiid goes to the bench with 6:30 left in the game. Yabusele, I think he just got another block on Simons. I don't know what the hell Anthony Simons is trying to do here in this fourth quarter, but it ain't working, buddy. Simons inbounding the ball with 12 on the shot clock. Avdia, straight clean steal by Paul George, and Avdia fouls him. Oh, they inbounded the ball to Avdia, and Paul George just swiped it right out of his hands. Paul George, the $50 million Alex Caruso. Look at that steal. Paul George, the $50 million Alex Caruso, with another steal. And here's Paul George on the right side. Behind his back to Yabusele. Didn't want to shoot the three. Gets it over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey drives right, high off the glass. That's going to be a goaltend on Toumani Camara. You bum. Oh, they called a foul. I don't think they called a goaltend, though. It hit the backboard first. It hit the backboard first. How's that not a goaltend? If a $50 million Caruso gets us to the ECF, I'll take it. Can the Sixers really get Herb Jones, though? I would love a Herb Jones because he fits the timeline of Maxey and McCain. (109-84). Oh, 6 minutes left in the game. And Shaden Sharp turnaround jump shot and then dunks back in his own rebound, but they called it offensive basket interference. Wow. Any good player is going to cost that 28 Clippers pick. I would give up. Yeah, I'd probably give up that 28 Clippers pick for Herb Jones because, you know, you would love to be able, if you're drafting in the first round, you would be ecstatic if you drafted a player as good defensively as Herb Jones at his age. You know, 6'7", 7-foot wingspan, all defensive team last season, bro. And not a high 3-point percentage yet, but like you can work with it. You know what I mean? Mid 30%, I think. I feel like the whole league wants Herb Jones. Why would the Pels get rid of him? Because the Pelicans are about to have a fire sale, man. The Pelicans are about to blow up this Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum. They tried something They tried something this past off season, and they added the point guard from the Hawks too, man. What's his name? Let me know in the chat. It's too late. My brain doesn't work. DeJounte Murray. Yeah. But, Zion's never healthy. I feel like Brandon Ingram's had a lot of injuries this season too, huh? They can just never get these guys on the floor, man. If Zion was healthy and Brandon Ingram, and I feel like that would be a good team. And I think they thought it was going to be a good team. Turns out, no. I think they're going to trade Brandon Ingram. Zion's going to be a tough one to trade if they wanted to trade Zion. He's going to be a tough one to trade. $200 million extension. The dude has not proven that he's dedicated to the game at such an early part of his career. It's really pretty sad, honestly. Did they trade their first for Murray? I think they traded two. What do you say, chat? Somebody in the chat knows. What did the Pelicans trade for DeJounte Murray? $5:49 left. Sixers up 25 points. Paul George backdoor. Dish to Caleb Martin for the dunk. Sixers up by 27. And Tamari Kamara drive and finish and gets the foul somehow. Zion Williamson, go-getter, gotta. Bronny is putting in work. What? Colin, I'm going to need you to retype that, bro. Because I don't know what that says. They traded 2 firsts, Larry Nance and Dyson Daniels. What are the firsts though? Is it this year's first? $111 to $87. Maxey, top of the key. Be careful with Kamara. He'll flop. Maxey shoots a high 3 over top of him. Paul George gets the board and shoots a 3 with 13 on the shot clock and hits it. Oh, Paul George made a shot. Podcast P makes a shot. Now we're in business. Gonna say garbage time P. Jarrett Newsom, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming through, my man. Zion is eating himself out of the league. Zion is a perfect example of the gamble that it is to give 24-year-old players $200 million. It's such a gamble to give 22, 23-year-old players $200 million, man. You just don't know. You don't know if they're going to stay dedicated to the game. What did Zion do immediately after he started making NBA money? Got caught up in a porn star scandal. You know what I mean? All types of wild shit the guy got into. Some of these young bulls can't handle the money, man. Tyrese Maxey, right side. Wow, what was that? 114 to 89. Simon's another 3. It's off. Jeff Doughton Jr. finally gets in the game. So Nick Nurse doesn't hate him after all. Scoot kicks it out to Kamara. Be careful. He's going to flop. Kamara drives. Lefty lay. Blows a bunny. Kamara has the size of an NBA player. He just stinks. He looks like he would be a good player. Zion lost half his contract because he didn't meet his weight and game requirements. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, you know? Zion, man. There's a lot of players that aren't dedicated to the game. That's sad because Zion Williamson, man, I remember when he blew up on the internet in high school doing, 360 through the leg dunks from the foul line in the middle of high school games. He was a freak athlete, man. It was like, dude, Zion Williamson was the freakiest athlete we've seen since high school LeBron James. And he turned into that much of a flop, dude. That's crazy. Pelicans traded 2025 Lakers pick and their own 2027 pick for Murray. Well, they got to try to get something back for that mess, huh? Jeff Doughton Jr. in the game. Reggie Jackson free throw jump shot. That's off. Adem Bona is in the game. Yabu's still out there. I guess he's working on a career high probably. I don't know who the hell any of these players are on the floor for the Trailblazers. Number 26 shoots a 3. That's way off. Number 26 about to shoot another one. He said, fuck it. I got in a game. I'm shooting the ball. And he hits that one. The first one looked bad. That one was a good shot. Reith. This guy's name is Reith, man. Oh, Duop Reith. I actually know that name. Why do I know that name? He's 28 years old out of LSU. I remember that name. Has he been on the Blazers for a long time, or did he play for somebody else that used to battle Joel Embiid or somebody? I remember that name, Duop Reith. Adem Bona, kick out to Ricky Council. Pump fake. Scott. Ricky Council, a sidestep 3 from the corner. It almost hit the rafters and it went in somehow. Dude, Ricky Council is just the most unpredictable player I've ever seen. That is an insane shot. I mean, how does he make a shot like that? And then, last game he shot an air ball by 17 feet. Is Zion a bigger bust than Ben Simmons? Oh, man, that's a tough one. Because Ben Simmons, the year that he won Rookie of the Year, he was actually amazing. And his upside was crazy. And he almost averaged like a 25-point triple-double or something. Till the NBA figured out that all you had to do was back up. Once the Nets played him in the playoffs and the Nets decided to guard him with Blake Griffin 20 feet away from the rim, the rest of his career is over. Because then everybody copycatted. They were like, "Oh, he won't shoot. You don't have to guard him. All you got to do is back up." Stefan, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Zion averaged 27. Zion constantly attacks the rim, never had that issue, unlike Ben Simmons. Yeah, I don't think we're talking about Zion when he's healthy. I don't think anybody would think that Ben Simmons was ever better than healthy Zion Williamson. We're talking about the fact that he's never on the floor. You know what I mean? Dude, you know how I know you're not dedicated to the game, dude? Zion Williamson, one time, he was injured with the hamstring. and he was healthy, and he still wasn't playing. And there was an interview where he was like, I just don't feel like myself, and I don't want to get out on the floor and affect my teammates if I don't feel like myself. What? What kind of soft ass mentality? Man, back in the day, the team doctors had to hold players back. We got healthy players sitting out because they don't feel right. Whole time he was getting exposed by a porn star on Instagram. Unbelievable. I guess back in the day, so before smartphones, players could do that kind of stuff and couldn't get exposed on social media. There was no social media. So there's that too, Ricky Council double cross, dishes it to Pete Nance. Ricky Council back in the lane. Now he's going to get called for a charge. Wow. Yeah, young players back in the day, they could have porn star scandals all they wanted. Nobody could expose them. You know what I mean? There was no screenshots and Instagram. Got to be a lot more careful these days. $117-99. A minute and 47 seconds to go in the game, and the lady ref just won't let the game end. She calls another foul. Yeah, I think Duop Reith played for Toronto. I think that's where I know him from. Zion and LaMelo in Charlotte. That would be a disaster. Would you want D'Lo in Philly? Nah. I don't think D'Lo gives you enough of anything. I don't feel like D'Angelo Russell has ever really impacted winning. Maybe that one year he was like leading the Nets when they were supposed to be bad and they ended up being decent, 2021 or something, right? Maybe that was before COVID. No, that was before COVID, before they signed Durant and everybody and traded for Harden. 2019 D'Lo or 2020 D'Lo? I don't remember. But I don't think I know he doesn't give you anything on the defensive end, and I don't think his offensive impact is enough, really. But is he better than Eric Gordon? Yes. Is he better than Kyle Lowry? I don't know, actually. Because Kyle Lowry at least has a facilitating aspect of his game that's kind of valuable. I've always been a D'Lo hater. I always thought he was overrated. I don't think D'Lo's doing anything for you. I don't know. Plus, he's a snitch. Kind of a soft mentality type of guy. Nah. Not a Philly guy. Lowry doesn't facilitate because he can't dribble. I mean, listen, I'm the biggest Kyle Lowry hater there is at this point of his career, but that's just flat out not true. Don't sleep on D'Lo. Why not? What's he going to do? What's he going to do? Become an all-star or something? What's going to happen? Don't sleep on D'Lo. Guy's been traded like 7 times, bro. Pete Nance. Wow, maybe Nick Nurse should be playing this guy. Now he's playing good defense on the other side too. Pete Nance. Jeff Doughton Jr. for 3. See, the Sixers have some decent players on the end of their bench. Nick Nurse just never uses them. Pete Nance is the future. Duop Reith on a Dembona. The clash of the Titans. The matchup we all came here for. Duop Reith versus a Dembona. And Jeff Doughton's going to dribble the clock out, and that's going to do it. The Sixers finally, for the first time this season, keep a lead against a bad team, extend the lead, and win a game comfortably. Joel Embiid with 37 and 9. Wow. Good game, guys. Easiest 37 of Embiid's life. He should have done that same thing against the Jazz, but Jazz had a little more size, I feel like. I'll tell you what, though, that 7'3" dude on the Blazers, what's his name again? Keegan Murray or Keegan, what's his name, dude? Hold on. Yeah. Of course, now I can't find him because I want to talk about him. Oh, Donovan Clingan. Why did I say Keegan Murray? It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Donovan Clingan, man. That guy stinks. All right, boys. No, I'm not doing a post-game show. It takes... I can't do it, man. My brain doesn't work this late. It's time for me to go. But I will be live tomorrow at 12 noon. I will be live tomorrow at 12 noon. And we'll talk about the game. We'll talk about Joel Embiid. You're soft in the chat. Yeah, nah. It's a podcast, man. You know, I recorded one on Saturday at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I listened back to it. I don't like it. I can't even remember what happened in the game. I'm forgetting people's names. I don't like it. So I'll be live tomorrow. Tune in, all right? Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It was fun. I'll see you tomorrow at 12. Sicko Nation. Have a good night.